to start a bonfire or start a barbecue, believe it or not, they're trying to start their car. Tom, two Jerrys, and their leader, Ben, four good old boys from Alabama who run their own alternative fuel company, are driving their e-cars, it's called, from coast to coast to prove that man does not drive by gasoline alone. While the rest of us pay through the nose or stand in line for fossil fuel, these boys just stop and fill up at the local sawmill or construction site.
This car is a gasifier system, basically. We've not modified the car at all, other than take the carburetor off and replace it with a blending chamber. Now, we have a reactor or a gasifier on the back. And in this gasifier, we can put wood or any type of dry, clean biomass.
The oil companies say it sounds trashy, but Ben says they make it across the country not only burning wood, but also burning trash. They started out in Jacksonville, Florida on December 3rd on their 3,000-mile trip to the Pacific and were thrilled at the enthusiasm and support they received along the way.
The reaction of the people when we'd pull in somewhere, they was all for us and, you know, and just wishing us luck, and
good luck to you.
People were just bending over backwards just to help us.
Not only did some people give them a hand or a kiss, but some folks provided them with more fuel for their Firebird.
There are alternate fuels out there if people like us just get out and look for them, not just sit around and waiting for other people to do the work for us, you know. We're going to have to find other alternate fuels because the gasoline is not going to last forever. And so that proves, you know, that by just getting out and just getting at it, you know, that it can be done.
It sure beats the price of gas.
Ben's car only smokes moderately for the first few minutes, but that smoke does not contain poisonous hydrocarbons, and when the car is running, there is no exhaust at all. Their wood-burning engine is a cleaner and cheaper process than gasoline or gasohol, because his engine can use almost any raw combustible material, whereas gasoline or gasohol have to be manufactured and processed.
We hope that we have helped a little bit with the problems that the American people are faced with, and I've noticed that throughout the country people have been very much impressed with our effort, and I would assume that it has to do with the national crisis that we're facing in regard to Iran and the fuel shortage.
A week after they started, Ben and his buddies arrived at the Pacific Ocean. In a conventional car, they would have required 138 gallons of gasoline at a cost of nearly $200.
We came across the United States coast to coast on less than a cord of wood. People today are paying about $0.10 a mile. We're paying a penny a mile.
We did it! Wood is good! We did it!
This proves that we're not crazy, right? Right. I can't believe it.
Right.
We're here. All right.
A lot of people thought we was crazy.
That's right.
At one time.
A lot of weird.
They said they're going to lock us up before we got here. We're here. They're going to have to do something.
That's right.
They're going to have to cut prices, or we're going to put this on the road.
If four little guys like us can do something like this, we're not saying we've solved the energy crisis by a long shot, but if we can do this for individuals with a real small company, somebody ought to be able to do something somewhere, someday.